Welcome back to Gamecasters, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a sort of review and overview of gameplay and everything that has happened in 7 Days to Die. It is now 2021. This game has been out for quite a few years now, and it's under a new developer. It's no longer under Telltale Games. A new developer has kind of taken over development for it and has been keeping it updated. So a lot of things have changed, as I'm sure you can tell right away, is the graphics are insanely better than what they used to be. Obviously, they're not top notch, it's not the greatest, but compared to what it used to be, 7 Days to Die looks gorgeous now. Um, they've done a lot of overhaul to say, hold on, let me just bring these down real quick. I know I've had some issues with sound being too loud in the past, and we're just not going to run into that issue today. So, again, like I said, graphics definitely have been improved. Lighting is phenomenal now. There's not like weird areas where it's just insanely bright or super dark. You just can't see anything because the lighting is awful. I will note ahead of time, I am playing on a dedicated server, so I am a little bit of a low level, looks like I'm a fresh start, Me and my friends were playing on a server basically where, I had to be on for them to join me. It was like a normal multiplayer kind of lobby thing. So for the channel, I have a dedicated server set up now, so where even if I'm not on, the server is running. If nobody is on the server, time pauses. If someone is on it, it will continue from where it left off. It's kind of like a save game that everyone can access. And you can just jump into it, join it whenever. There's a few updated things I did to it, like quality of life changes I personally thought would be good for it. I've increased how many zombies can be in the world to kind of increase the survivability factor. I mean, more players means you should have more zombies to make it more of a threat. I don't want it to be super easy, but I don't want to make it insanely hard in case someone new joins the server. Speaking of which, if you are interested in joining the server, you can contact me. I don't want to put the server information directly out there because that can lead to problems. So we'll kind of let people into it as we go. And if we get a lot of people interested, then maybe we'll upgrade the server and, increase the player cap. It does cost a little bit more to run a server with more players, so I've kind of got it at a low capacity until people are interested in jumping in. Putting that aside, I'm going to go over some of the things that have changed. So they have improved Gamepad support for the PC, so if you're not acquainted with keyboard and mouse for these types of games, or you play on PC with a controller, there is support for that. It's a lot better now. It plays more like how the console version of this do. Which is another thing I will go over. I'm not entirely sure if the console versions of this have received these kind of updates as how the PC version has. So I apologize for that. You might have to look into that yourself. But as far as I'm aware, for the PC version, it is constantly getting updated. We actually just got an update back in December. It was a few bugs and patch notes and stuff like that. So nothing crazy, but they are working on it still, so that is nice. There is a new survival system with critical injuries. So say you get a sprained arm, that can increase your chances of getting a broken arm. So you won't get heavy criticals. Say I'm at max health and a zombie runs up to me and hits me, it won't give me an unfair critical hit. It will base it off of armor, how much health I had. I think food and dehydration can count into it too, because your body's a little bit weaker, run down, you're not well fed. General maintenance on your character is a bigger thing. So if I'm at half health, I'm more likely to receive a critical injury. So a critical injury would be a broken arm, broken leg, sprained ankle, I'm bleeding, an abrasion, just all these different things that play into each other. And it's a really good system now, I will give them that. I do like how it works. It's not I'll get hit by a zombie wearing full armor, max health, well fed, and then just immediately get a broken leg from a single hit. It kind of plays into how well you're maintaining your character. A few other things to go over. Now, they did add in a food and water bar. Normally, that is like right above your hot bar down there at the bottom of the screen. With this server, I have it modified. I have everything down there in the bottom left. So you got your day and time, your kill count, your temperature, your height, XP, how much XP you need to get to the next level, your level, health, stamina, water, and food. It's all right there. I'm running a mod that I found off of Nexus, and I'm really liking it. Characters have all been kind of redone. You know, obviously they're not like, you know, the best looking models, but they have done work to it. Zombie models have been updated, so zombies look a hell of a lot better than they used to. You know, again, that ties into, you know, it's not the best, but it's there. There's like a dynamic music system, so music will adjust to what's going on around you. Say there's zombies around, or you're exploring, or you're underground. There is like music cues, so like if it's about to become nighttime, it'll play some like spooky music, and if it's about to be daytime, it'll play some more like happy music. At nighttime, more zombies will spawn. Trying to think of other things. Some of the there's like runners, just more special zombies. It's more dangerous to be out at nighttime. Kind of think like Minecraft and stuff like that. You know, it's more dangerous to go exploring at nighttime, but it can be more rewarding. Zombies do drop loot, so the more zombies you're killing, the more XP you're getting, the more loot you could have a chance of finding. Anything that might drop specifically off of zombies, that would be the time to go. Dying Light would be another good example. Like, the special infected come out at nighttime. It's one of those typical survival game kind of things. Loot progression and balancing has been updated. So, you have, say I'm a level 1. I just joined the server, right? And I kill a zombie, or I go loot in a building. I'm not going to find in-game loot right out the gate. Obviously, if you're playing on a server with higher level people, someone higher level could drop you better gear, but I mean, that's kind of part of playing on a server, really, realistically. Like, that's the only thing. I do want to update that with my dedicated server. I'm thinking about putting level caps on items, tiered items. So, like, if it's a level 1 weapon, then yeah, you could use it at level 1 and kind of progress it as it goes on. A tier 2 weapon, like level 5, level 10, something like that. But that's not actually implemented into the game, so I'm trying to think of ways I can solve dedicated server problems, because I don't want necessarily someone jumping into the game and immediately getting like a high-powered sniper rifle, full suit of armor, and it's a level 1. Like, you know, I feel like you kind of need to work for the gear that you're using. Obviously, if like you have a friend who wants to help you out, cool, whatever, but that can also lead to problems with random players joining into your servers, because then you've got, you know, these factions of players that'll group up, and then they just give a bunch of players that join the server a bunch of weapons, and then now you got a bunch of crazy people running around. Enemy progression, so they have rebalanced difficulty. So say it's the first week of the game, so day 1 through 7, you won't really come across special infected. There's like spider zombies, the spitter policeman zombies, and there's like screamers and all kinds of different special infected. So if you're in the first week, you're less likely to come across the scarier zombies, like the more high-powered ones. Now, as the game progresses, you kind of enter game stages. So the higher level you are, the day you're on, the gear level, I think, plays into it as well, will affect what kind of zombies you run across, how many zombies you could run across at one time. There's like wandering hordes and stuff like that. So for us, after day 7 is when spider zombies, that was actually the first time we've seen a spider zombie in this world. So it didn't really start kicking in until after our first blood moon. Which goes into another thing. Blood moons do progressively get harder. More zombies will spawn in. More special infected spawn in. They'll get faster. But also better loot, more XP. there's just a bunch of things that tie into these systems. So another thing I did modify on the server is there's certain items you can pick up. So like, say you come across like the wooden spikes, for example, in a random building. I did kind of make it where you could pick those up. There are some like decorations, like you can pick up a pool table or like these household decorations. They're things that I don't think you could craft, and you also couldn't pick them up. So if you destroyed it in your house, you just couldn't get it again. And I like the idea. I like decorating. If I'm gonna have a base, I kind of want it to make it look like home, or, you know, kind of a safe place. I don't want it just to look like a big old factory in there. Critical hits are surprisingly well done on this, so if I shoot a zombie in the head, it does a lot more damage, whereas I'll shoot this one in the body, and it doesn't do nearly as much. There are also zombies that will regenerate health, and like different factors that'll come in. You can actually see like the zombie models. They look way better right here. There's obviously not a lot of different types of models for them, just because like they've just recently updated all these, so it's kind of like, I think that I want to say there's like 15 different models for the basic zombies. So yeah, you're gonna come across like copies like this, but still they look way better. So I'll take it at base value for right now. I'm sure they'll add in more as it goes on, but it's nothing that's game breaking for me, honestly. I want to see more content updates to it than anything. If models come along, then that's awesome too. Oh, another server update I had when I was fighting the zombies is I had it where you can see the health bars for the zombies. I like that little feature. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Cold War zombies, so that was a little feature. I was like, you know what, it'd be nice to have that. You know, you can see how much health the zombie has left and judge based on, okay, well, I don't have very much health left. This zombie is more than likely going to kill me, so maybe I should run, maybe I should fight. You know, kind of help you out a little bit. There are like prefab changes, so like these buildings that are pre-made in the world, there's a ton of new ones. AI has been improved for the zombies, so they have ones that'll like hide behind closet doors in houses, so when you enter in, it's like a jump scare. They'll like break down the door and run out at you. There's like special infected locations, so like you say you're going into a basement, and that basement leads into a cave. And you go down into that cave, and there's a boss zombie down in there. You can run across these kind of events that'll happen in the world. So the infected have gotten a lot smarter too, because they'll look for things like lighting. I have lights around my base. Probably a terrible survival tactic, but you know what? I like the zombies being attracted to it. I kind of like it to look like I'm actually getting attacked. I want the zombies to attack me, basically. I'm saying, come over here, let's fight, let's go. I want to test my base defenses before the blood moon, so I know it's capable of surviving a blood moon. Which I guess there's one thing I can show you guys with loadout, or with prefabs and stuff. So this was just a random house that had a fenced-in yard when I initially came across it. I've been working on like upgrading the walls and upgrading the defenses and stuff. So I like my little entrance over there. That was a garage. Turned that into an entrance to the base. Beds are upstairs. I fully have like rebuilt all the destroyed parts of the house. So now I have like a ladder that goes up to the second floor. There's the bedroom. And then you come up into the attic, which originally this was all destroyed. So it doesn't look the greatest, but I was just working on trying to get it fixed up and usable again. I'm working on building a sniper's perch out here. Right now I'm growing trees to collect wood, so ignore the fact that the leaves are blocking the view right there. But I'm going to put like a little sniper's perch on all sides of the base, so you can kind of sit up here and shoot down at the zombies. Just neat little things to improve the defenses of the base. Because again, like I said, you know, the blood moons get worse as the days go on, so you got to constantly improve your base and upgrade the defenses. Another thing I'll do with this dedicated server is as the days go on, the more players are in here, I want to increase how many zombies can spawn in the world as well to keep that risk factor up. So like new players, like, you know, it's helpful, like you want to look for some people to group up with, and, you know, start getting some factions built out in the world, start getting trading going, stuff like that. I want to kind of push in that direction, but I don't want to force it upon people. Also, vehicles are really well done. The helicopter, the controls for it kind of suck. Personally, I think maybe I have to do some default changes. There's a lot of patch notes. There's a lot of new environmental stuff. So like the skies, graphics, and stuff like that have been redone. A lot of the item like pictures and stuff like that have been upgraded in looks. You still have to like watch your food and water. The skill trees have all been redone. So rather than, I don't know how I feel about the new system. I think it used to be where like the more you used certain things, it would level up that skill, and then you would still have skill points to unlock other stuff. Whereas now it's directly tied into leveling up, getting skill points, and then you upgrade your skills. I'm okay with that. Obviously, there's certain things you want to focus on more than others. You got like healing stuff. You got how much health or how much food you get from eating. Cardio, so like you regenerate stamina faster when sprinting. You have your agility stuff, so running, gunning, flurry of blows, light armor. There's one in strength, I think, for heavy armor. Yeah. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Reduce melee and tool stamina usage and power attacks by 15%. You can get one that'll help you get more speed when mining, which is amazing. Thank goodness for that one. And there's one that'll give you more resources from mining. Maxed out, it doubles it and everything like that. Also, better luck with looting. That's personally one of the first ones I take. The sooner I can find good equipment, the faster I can kind of, you know, get myself set up. So highly recommend, if you're joining a server that's already started, treasure hunter, anything for food, and your mining speed should be like top priority ones. Healing items as well, those could be very useful. Kind of focus on those basic survival skills out the gate. But I'm sure this video has gone on for a while now, but I think I've covered a lot of stuff with 7 Days to Die. Showed a little bit of combat, showed a little bit of the world, base building, gone over some of the improvements that have been done. There's a lot that's been done to this. It would be a longer video for me to cover everything. So hopefully this is giving you a general idea. Like I said, if you end up deciding to pick this up on PC, find a way to get at me, comment below, we'll exchange contacts, and I'll get you the server info for the dedicated server. You can find me on Steam at Gamecaster, same as the channel name. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you decide on whether or not to play 7 Days to Die, or even if you owned a copy of it, you're not losing anything by coming back to it, give it another chance. You know, have some fun, check out the new stuff. But yeah, if you liked the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.